Hey Mavs Nation, welcome back to Mavs Insider, your go-to source for all things Dallas Mavericks. I'm excited to dive into today's topic because we're talking about none other than the incredible talent that has the NBA world buzzing right. Now, Anthony Davis and the potential he brings to our Mavs in the upcoming play-in tournament. Now, if you've been following the Mavs this season, you know this has been a wild ride. There have been highs and lows and some unexpected turns along the way. But through it all, one thing has been clear. The Mavericks have a generational talent on their roster, and that talent is ready to shine when it matters most. Before we get into the details, don't forget to like the video if you're a true Mavs fan, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. We've got tons of exciting content lined up as we head into the playoffs, and you don't want to miss any of it. The Mavs' bold move, Anthony Davis to Dallas. Let's rewind for a minute. When the Dallas Mavericks made the trade to bring in Anthony Davis, they were making a big bet on the future. The Mavs have always been a franchise that's been all in on competing at the highest level, and adding a guy like Davis, a proven NBA champion and one of the most dominant big men in the league, was a statement of intent. But of course, as with any major move, things didn't go exactly as planned. Davis suffered an adductor injury in his debut game, which caused him to miss a chunk of time, putting a bit of a damper on things early in the season. That was tough, especially given how high the expectations were for this season. But, as they say, the Mavs' story isn't written yet, and things are starting to look really promising. A roller coaster of injuries. But hope is here. As if Davis's injury wasn't enough, the Mavs were hit by another devastating injury, this time to Kyrie Irving, with a torn ACL sidelining him for a good stretch of the season. That's definitely a huge loss for the team. But despite all the setbacks, Kendrick Perkins, former NBA player and current analyst, has been highly impressed with how the Mavs are handling the situation. In a recent interview, Perkins shared his thoughts on the team and their star, Anthony Davis. According to Kendrick, Davis is a generational talent, and he's extremely excited to see him in action in the play-in tournament. Perkins said, "I understand. It was a funeral when Luka Doncic went down. But guess what, Dallas? You've got one now, a guy who's a generational talent right in the middle of his prime. And that's the truth, Mavs fans. Sure, we've been hit with a couple of major injuries, but we have Anthony Davis, a guy who can take over a game, dominate in the paint, and be a true game changer when it counts. And while he may have played only 6 games with the Mavs so far, the team has posted a 5-1 record with him on the court. That's no coincidence, folks. The first big moment, victory over the Hawks. Speaking of big moments, let's talk about that incredible game against the Atlanta Hawks, where Anthony Davis led the team to a thrilling win. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. It showed the potential of what this team can accomplish with Davis fully integrated into the lineup. You can see it on the court, his presence, his leadership, and his ability to make plays on both ends of the floor. He's exactly what the Mavs need right now as they fight for a spot in the playoffs. Looking ahead, the play-in tournament fast. Forward to the present moment, the Dallas Mavericks are currently sitting at 9th place in the Western Conference standings, and that means we're heading into the play-in tournament with a shot to secure a spot in the playoffs. It's a high-stakes scenario, but one that the Mavs are definitely capable of handling. Kendrick Perkins couldn't be more excited to see how the Mavs will perform in the play-in, especially with Davis leading the charge. He added, He's happy to be in the Dallas Mavericks uniform, and I can't wait to see what he'll do in the play-in tournament. And let's be honest, we're all looking forward to seeing what Davis can do on that big stage. With his skill set, his experience, and his will to win, he could be the difference maker the Mavs need to push through the tournament and get back into the playoffs. This team has the talent. They've just been hit with a bit of bad luck. But now it's time to shine. The missed opportunity, Kyrie Irving's injury now. As much as we're all hyped about Davis, there's still that lingering disappointment about Kyrie Irving's injury. Michael Wilbon, another NBA analyst, expressed how heartbreaking it is to see the Mavs potentially missing out on the opportunity to see Irving and Davis together in the playoffs. Wilbon said, "I feel bad right now, especially with Kyrie being hurt. Dallas would have been such a fascinating team to watch with everyone on the roster healthy." It's true, the combination of Irving and Davis would have been something special, but even without Kyrie, the Mavs still have a fighting chance, and Anthony Davis is more than capable of leading this team on his own. The big picture. What's next for the Mavs? As we gear up for the play-in tournament, the question on everyone's mind is, can the Mavs make it? Well, with Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, and the rest of the squad, it's certainly possible. They've been through a lot this season, but they've still got a shot to make some noise in the postseason. If they can stay healthy and play their best ball, we could be looking at a deep playoff run, especially if Davis continues to play at the high level we've seen in those games. He's been healthy. It's going to be a roller coaster, but that's what makes this time of year so exciting. The play-in tournament is going to be intense, but with Davis leading the charge, the Mavs have a real shot to make some magic happen. Your thoughts? But hey, I want to know what you think. Mavs Nation, are you excited to see Anthony Davis in action during the play-in? Do you think he can carry the Mavs to the playoffs? What do you think about Kyrie Irving's injury and the impact it has on the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Mavs Insider for more updates and analysis on everything happening with your Dallas Mavericks. Let's hope the Mavs can make a deep playoff push. Until next time, stay hyped, stay loyal, and go Mavs.